Now that temperatures are finally cooling down, does not knowing how to use your thermostat have you breaking a sweat? It's like, how do I do this? You're not alone. Cambi standing by with some tips.
Yes, and we need all of your help, Craig, because I still don't understand if I should be keeping my temperature throughout the night at when it's cold out. It's a lot different than when it's warm outside, right? Because you want to be able to keep that house cold throughout the day. But what with your heat makes it different this time of year?
This time of year, if you have a heat pump, you want to stay more consistent because it's going to struggle more in the really cold temperatures.
Okay.
If you have a gas furnace, on the other hand...
Is that what most people typically have?
Most people have this.
Okay.
In the 80s, we went through a phase there with the nuclear plant where everything went all electric, and they're with heat pumps. Gas furnace will recover fast.
Okay.
Heat pumps are going to struggle coming back up, so it's easier to keep them at maintain a normal temperature on it. Whereas with this, if you're leaving, you can turn it down,
okay,
bring it back up.
And there's some things that people can look at back here to make sure that things are kind of plugged in right, if they feel comfortable doing that. What are they looking for?
Yeah, they always want to be with caution. But one of the main things that happens, like this little rubber hose back up in here.
Okay.
Mice, sometimes if they're up in an attic, out in the garage, whatever, mice will get in there and chew on that.
Okay.
That'll cause it not to start up.
How do you know if it's not working well?
If it's not working well?
Yeah, like if you put it and you want it at like 70 degrees in your house and it's struggling to get there, if it takes a long time, is that a pretty good sign that it's not working, or does it just not even come on at all?
Most cases it won't come on at all on the newer stuff. Some of the older stuff will struggle a little bit, at which point you need to call us out to get in there and see what's going on.
Now, what is some of the other stuff that you brought over here, too?
These are just, obviously tools to work on. This is like an ignition box on a spark ignition.
Okay.
Gas valve, just familiarity stuff. Most importantly, your carbon monoxide detector. Carbon monoxide is a big issue. Like if your heat exchanger were to burn out on your gas furnace, it's pumping carbon monoxide into your house.
Oh, geez, okay.
Which becomes poisonous and can ultimately kill you if it's bad enough.
Now, what we've been going through with the fire, obviously we can see the smoke outside. What does that do for our air filter inside our home?
It's making it work hard.
Okay.
And it should be checked quite regularly. Normally you'd go a month and a half without looking at it. I would be checking it weekly at this stage of the game.
Okay, because it can get real dirty quickly.
Depending on how airy your house is, how much air comes into it.
Yeah.
It could be plugging up real fast.
Now, how can people get in touch with you?
916-783-2256.
Okay, perfect. And so if you need any help, you guys have a website too?
www.chvac.com.
Okay, perfect. Get in touch with them if you're having some problems with your heating. T?
Thank you very much. Still to come, the iconic singer that just dropped her first new